This is Michiana's breaking news and weather station. MNC. On News Talk 95.3, 101.9 FM, and 1340 AM, your MNC Nation station.
Good morning. Welcome to Monday, a brand new week here on September 23rd, 2024. I'm John Zimney in the MNC News Center, and the news continues now with our top local stories. With the very latest after two juveniles were detained after a violent altercation at Navarre Middle School.
The incident unfolded on Friday as the students were being disciplined for an earlier unrelated issue. During the course of this intervention, they attacked the staff members. One of the students issued a violent threat directed at the school and its employees. A school resource officer, along with additional officers from the South Bend Police Department, responded promptly to the scene. The two students were taken into custody and taken to the Juvenile Justice Center. Victor Garcia, MNC News.
News at 5 o'clock is powered by Burkholder Buildings and Supply. If it can be built in an office, a farm, or anywhere else, Burkholder is the highest quality for any need. Burkholder Buildings and Supply can help. Call today. Court documents in the case against 18-year-old Andre Smith are revealing what might have been the motive for making threats against the Goshen Community Schools. Smith posted threats to shoot up Goshen High School under an anonymous profile with the threat reading, quote, "Goshen High School students be ready," with 3 gun emojis and 3 purple devil faces after that. He told police he wanted to scare people who were being mean to others by making the threats. His bond has been set at $750,000. And all is safe for Wawasee School's community with no danger found at the school, students, or staff, according to a joint statement from Syracuse police and school officials. After an initial report about a threat, additional unrelated threats were shared, prompting a new investigation involving school officials and police. The situation was deemed safe. One student who police say was involved faces disciplinary and legal action. The bishop of the Fort Wayne-South Bend Diocese has released new guidelines for Catholic schools within the diocese to follow when it comes to kids and their gender identity.
Bishop Kevin Rhodes says schools are not to accept the preferred pronouns of students who wish to not be referred to the pronouns correlating with the gender they were assigned at birth. There will also be no gender-fluid restrooms in Catholic schools either. Rhodes tells WSBT gender identity is not something that people choose, but it is something they receive as a gift. Morgan Hopkins, MNC News.
The city of Bridgman has been awarded state funding to renovate the city hall. The last major remodel of the building was more than 20 years ago. Now the building is showing signs of water damage in certain areas. Roof repairs are also needed, along with siding and possibly a new few window replacements. The city previously allocated $80,000, and the state funding provides another $150,000. Some of the previous amount will go into a new security camera system. And Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb is still keeping a few cards close to the vest, this despite his term nearing its end.
If you ask the governor about broadband, international economic relationships, or high school sports, you're in for an earful. But speaking to reporters Wednesday, Holcomb didn't have much to say when it came to State Attorney General Todd Rokita and the idea that Holcomb would have to replace him if Rokita's conduct investigation goes south.
Have you seen Dumb and Dumber?
Several times.
Saying there's a chance. I don't think about hypotheticals like that ever.
Governor Holcomb also said he would accept whatever happens to his old friend and former Clark County Sheriff Jamie Knowles' financial fraud case. Donnie Burgess, Network Indiana.
Saturday was officially the final day of summer. The autumn equinox took place this weekend in the northern hemisphere, making yesterday the first day of the fall season. Now, for the next 3 months, the days will get shorter until the winter solstice on December 21st. Back to the news we go now. Indiana's very own green alert became state law over the summer. The first ever usage of that green alert has ended in success.
I'm getting a little misty-eyed now just thinking about it.
State Representative Mitch Gore helped create the green alert, but he wasn't ready for the emotional hit when he heard Monday that veteran Justin Cavan of Indianapolis was missing.
So I see it, and I was super tense kind of for the next several days, just constantly refreshing my email to see if it had been canceled.
Which it eventually was when Cavan was found safe Thursday. Gore says all praise should go to police and the community for bringing Justin home. Donnie Burgess, Network Indiana.
And felony child molestation is now the charge against a former chaplain in Indianapolis.
Sylvester Driscoll is 73 years old, and he's accused of raping a young child more than 100 times. Court documents say the girl told a school counselor about the abuse on August 28th, and she also says he threatened her to not tell anyone. Driscoll used to be a chaplain for IMPD and the Southport Police Department, but is no longer affiliated with either of them. He could get 50 years in prison if convicted. John Herrick, Network Indiana.
Marshawn Johnson, the suspect wanted in connection with the February 2024 homicide of James Stewart, has been arrested.
The arrest brings an end to a months-long manhunt for Johnson, who, along with 22-year-old DeMarco Robinson and 19-year-old Jameer Johnson, was charged with murder and conspiracy to commit murder. The charges stem from the February 1st incident in which Stewart was found dead inside a vehicle near Johnson Street and Fasnacht Avenue, having been shot multiple times. Johnson is now being held at the St. Joseph County Jail. Alyssa Foster, MNC News.
A 68-year-old Vandalia man was injured in a motorcycle crash after he collided with a deer. It's according to the Cass County Sheriff's Office. That incident happened around 5 o'clock Saturday afternoon on Mount Zion Street near Kessington Road. Deputies say the man was traveling westbound when the deer unexpectedly entered the roadway. The motorcyclist was thrown upon impact. He was taken to Elkhart General Hospital. Well, they've been a mainstay for more than 75 years to the Niles community, but now Shelton's Farm Market on South 11th Street in Niles is expecting to close its doors by the new year.
According to a press release from Shelton's, Aldi Foods will take over the property. The press release states that despite the closure, they are optimistic about the possibility of continuing the legacy of Shelton Farms at a new location with a new look and better values than ever, and that they look forward to sharing more details as they become available. Morgan Hopkins, MNC News.
Michigan's state Senate has unanimously voted to increase survivor benefits for first responders. The legislation doubles the benefits from $25,000 to $50,000 for police and firefighters who are killed or permanently disabled protecting the state. The legislation now moves on to the Michigan House. Meantime, Michigan 5th District Congressman Tim Walberg has issued a statement after his vote to block the Biden administration's tailpipe emissions rule.
Walberg spoke during the floor debate and casted his vote in support of Representative John James's resolution to block the rule. Walberg said that Michiganders understand the administration continues to issue unrealistic benchmarks that force automakers to make more and more EVs, while drivers would rather have the choice to buy whatever car suits them. Walberg says the future of the auto industry should be forged through innovation in Michigan. Tommy Lee, MNC News.
And Michigan City's Quiet Zone application's been approved. That establishes a Quiet Zone designation to spare residents from train horn blasts required ahead of each railroad crossing. Work has been completed recently to improve safety at 38 crossings as part of the South Shore Double Track Project, and all 38 are now approved Quiet Zone streets as well. Horns may still be used in emergency situations, though. You can cast your vote with confidence by checking out the candidates and their platforms from all the hot races before the November election. Do so at the allnewhoosiervote.com, sponsored by Shield Exteriors and by Burton's Laundry.
Damp and mostly cloudy this morning, but becoming partly sunny as the day goes on. We're going to see high temperatures around 72 this afternoon. Tonight, becoming mostly cloudy overnight. We will see a chance of rain. Low temperatures drop down to around 60. And for Tuesday, we're back to rain showers. Mostly cloudy, showers through the day. High temperatures right around 70. I'm Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
A reminder, you can get the top local news to your email twice each day for free. To get signed up, go to 953mnc.com and click where it says On Demand.
Podcasts by Federated Media.